CFA May 2026 candidates, what's happening with the deferral? What are the dates that you can defer your exam? Can you switch to August? And hey, there are some new deferral rules that have come up. Will that affect you? Let's find out. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you everything about the CFA May 2026 deferral rules. This is for CFA level 1 and CFA level 2 candidates who are giving their exam in May 2026. So let's get started, but before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work even a teeny tiny bit, then please join the community by joining the channel, and while you're at it, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you never miss a video that I upload. And if you've already subscribed to the channel, then thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. Okay, so first of all, you guys know there are two type of deferrals that are available: the paid deferral and the emergency deferral. I will quickly start with the paid deferral. The paid deferral for CFA May 2026, the dates of that begin from 28th April. That is, if you want to purchase a deferral, no specific reason, no emergency, you just want to pay and buy some time, that's what a paid deferral is. The window for that starts from 28th April and will be open till 25th May. Okay, that's the tenure that's available. If you want to go for this, you have to pay $449 US plus 18% GST if you come from India. Roughly 40,000 ke aspas it will come in rupees. Very simple process. The moment you pay, your current exam gets cancelled. You'll get an email, उसमें coupon आएगा, एक voucher आएगा. Then you just re-register for the next attempt that you want, and you have 1 year to do so. मतलब you can register for any attempt from August 2026 till May 2027. Okay. Now, very important point to note. If you guys want to register for August 2026, first of all, August 2026 is not an option for CFA level 2. It is only an option for CFA level 1. For CFA level 1 candidates who want to give their exam in August 2026 or defer their exam to August 2026, you have to defer your exam and register for the August exam before 6th May. Even though the deferral window is open till 25th May, the August exam registration window closes on 6th May. So if August is your goal, you should defer your exam before 6th May, defer it and register for August as well. If August is not the goal, you still have an option of November 2026, Feb 2027, May 2027. For CFA level 2 candidates, anyways, the registration for you August is not an option. So if you want to defer your exam, your options are either November 2026, Feb 2027 or May 2027. Okay, like I said, paid deferral, no maths, just pay, cancel and get it done. Now, for people who want to avail the emergency deferral, in case you have faced any personal health issue that is considered life-threatening, so it could be a malaria, a dengue, something like that, or of course worst, God forbid, but that, if anybody close to you, parents, spouses, grandparents are not considered, is going through or is facing a life-threatening illness, that's also considered. If you become pregnant, if you had to migrate because of anything that's currently going on in the world, the war type situation, that also should be counted. Or if the exam has been switched, or like your center has been changed by the Prometric center within 30 days and you're not okay with that notification, tab bhi you can avail for an emergency deferral. Now, emergency deferral is also not free of cost. You have to pay $100 US plus 18% GST in case your emergency deferral gets accepted. It will only be fully free if the exam has been cancelled or the center has been changed. That is, if you avail an emergency deferral because of a change made by the institute, only in that case you don't need to pay the $100. Now, how does the emergency deferral work? You first of all fill a form that you want to avail an emergency deferral, and you have to give documented proof. You need to prove your point. If you're saying that I'm ill or I'm pregnant or I'm migrating or because of war I'm stuck, falana damkana, whatever, you need to show them documented proof. For people who say that we are sick, a medical certificate alone might not suffice. You will need to show actual reports. So it could be a blood report, it could be whatever, bhagwan na kare, those kind of heavy medical reports is what will take you forward. That is one thing. Once you submit these documents, they take up to 3 to 4 weeks. They can even do it earlier, but roughly 3 to 4, maybe even more weeks to go through your documents, assess if it is correct. If it is okay, if they approve it, then your request will be considered. If not, your request will not be considered. Like, they will decline your deferral point. Now, if they decline it before 25th May, well and good, you can still avail a paid deferral. If they decline it after 25th May, no matter what the situation is, you cannot defer the exam. You have completely wasted your exam in that case, right? Now, the emergency deferral, the dates are different. It starts from 7th May and goes on till 25th May. That means for people who want to avail the emergency deferral, August 2026 is not a window you can look at. It is completely shut. The windows that you can look at for both CFA level 1 and CFA level 2 is November 2026, Feb 2027 and May 2027. So if emergency deferral is what you're going for, you cannot give your exam in August. That's the simple logic, okay? So this is what we've covered about this. Now let's come to people who have a scholarship and want to defer. So suppose you have an access scholarship for May 2026 and you feel like, you know what, I'm not ready, I don't want to give the exam, or for whatever reason you do not want to give the exam. First of all, if it is any emergency related points, you can avail the emergency deferral, same process. That is considered, that's allowed. You, however, are not eligible to go for a paid deferral. You cannot just pay and cancel your exam because they've given you a scholarship, they feel like you should avail the exam. But I'm not ready, I don't want to give it, I don't want to see a fail, what to do? In that case, you can withdraw your current exam. You have to drop them a mail and say, I want to completely withdraw my current exam, that is cancel it. You will get no refund, no nothing. And then you have to re-register for whatever attempt you want, a completely fresh attempt, completely fresh payment. You will have to pay the entire fee or the early bird, whatever is the current price that is going for the attempt that you want, and you will not get a scholarship for the future. So keep these points in mind. A very important thing that I want to share is many people I've seen off late just defer the exam out of fear, pure anxiety. They feel like, oh, I've done only one revision, or I've one subject left, or this is not done, happening right, or I'm getting scared, or I feel like this person did more mocks than I did, therefore I should defer. Guys, if you are deferring the exam, do it purely on a practical basis. First of all, it's not free, it's costly. Number two, just by buying time, you're not buying a success guarantee, right? Sometimes when we buy time, we in fact take time for granted and hence don't study, and hence sometimes even end up failing the exam, which is worse because you bought time and then failed, right? So be practical. Only and only think of a deferral if you really need it. When would I say you need it? You're now exactly a month away from the exam and you have 3 full subjects left, like not revision, 3 subjects left to even look at, like you've not even touched it. Usme se bhi one of them is either fixed income, FSA or quants. Obviously the big subjects. When will you complete it? When will you start a revision? Then if you're considering deferral, I understand. Obviously emergencies, no questions asked. If you need it, you need it. But be practical with your approach. Don't just jump to defer the exam thinking that if I buy time, I'll pass. No. And do not let your anxiety take over, because believe me, whether you buy 3 months, whether you buy 3 years, that anxiety will stay. That feeling of, I think I could have done better, or that feeling of, yaar mujhe yaad nahi aa raha, will always stay. That's how the CFA exam is made. So distinguish between anxiety and reality and then take your decision. If you have any more questions related to this, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to help. Quick reminder, I'm taking a last 1 month study plan workshop for the CFA level 1 May 2026 candidates. The deadline to register is on April 10th. It is less than 1,500 rupees and I will not exit that workshop till each and every doubt has been answered. So if you're struggling with mock accuracy, or you're feeling that, you know, I just feel like something is not right, I want to know my direction, or how should my last 1 month look like, or I feel like I'm doing this wrong, how can I do it right? Any such questions will be answered in that workshop. Remember, the deadline to register is April 10th. The workshop is on April 15th. Link is in the description. I will see you there. And if you like this particular video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.